Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I am perhaps unboxing an ultimate, at least for me, an ultimate EDC knife. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I've been on the hunt for this thing for a long time, at least, one with a reasonable price tag. And I found, at least, based on what was on the secondary market, I found what I thought was a good deal. Now, I still want to talk about the base price tag and give my real thoughts on that. But I did finally get this, and I can't wait to share with you my initial thoughts. Not a review today, just my initial thoughts and first impressions. I want to let you guys know, this morning, I'm recording this in the morning here, all the neighbor kids have decided to play in front of our house with my kids, which is fine. We've had some cooler mornings, so I don't want to go out there and tell them that they can't play, but my office is very close to the garage, and everything that comes through the garage comes right into my office as far as sound goes. So you might hear them a little bit, but that's going to be part of it. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. So these Demko, this is what this is. It's a shark attack. And this is one of the in-between compact size, like this is a full, USA made knife. So it's going to be bigger than the Taiwan stuff. But this is one of those in-between options. There's a few of them, but it's one of the in-between options that are smaller than the full-size 80-20, but bigger than the Taiwan-made stuff. It's important to know that they actually do come in boxes that say 80-20. I guess he just doesn't have boxes that are, particular to the Shark Attack. My goodness, they're having a very good time out there. Holy moly, I can't imagine what they're playing, but they are very loud. I'm not sure that he just doesn't have specific boxes for the Shark Attack at the moment, but on the back you can see the sticker. It's a Shark Attack Magna Cut, smooth titanium, and soft touch, which was one of the two options that I would have gone for. I did not want the pokey one. I did buy this on Blade Bench, and I actually bought it for the exact same price. It was listed as brand new and uncarried, untouched, all of that. I mean, probably not untouched, but uncarried. I bought it for the same price that it was brand new. So here we go. Here we go. This is a lot bigger than this is a lot bigger than I realized. This is way bigger than I realized. I thought you guys are going to make fun of me. This whole time I thought that this was closer to the size of the 80-20.5 than it was the 80-20. This is not as big as the 80-20, but it's closer to the size of the 80-20 than I realized. Now hold on. But I'll tell you what, that this size and this feel is more of what I was looking for. So let's go over the general size. I don't have every single Demko knife, but I have a lot of them. This is the AD20 XXX. It is obviously monstrous. This is a 1/4-inch slab of 3V on a massive titanium frame. This is just way too big. It's super cool, and I really enjoy owning it, but it's not one that I'm really going to carry too much. I cannot imagine what sort of game they are playing. It is unbelievable. It sounds like they're having fun, but they're having fun very loudly. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to talk over it as much as I can. This is the AD20, the MG AD20, and this is also much like the XXX. This is a full USA-made knife. A lot of people see this and they go, no, those are made in Taiwan. You're thinking about the 80-20.5. This is a full-size AD20 or MG 80-20, machine ground, right? Not custom, but machine ground, but still a full US item. This is fine. I have a full-size in G10 that I actually have carried, and I've found that it's just really big. It's just really big. This is the AD20.5. This was a dedicated carry for me for a long time, and it is close to an absolutely perfect EDC. I did find, and these are made in Taiwan, I did find that the Shark Cub was smaller and more compact and essentially the exact same amount of cutting edge with the same amount of ergonomic space, given that it does not have that little stopper zone at the end. You can see there, my finger's obviously not going to go here, it's going to go in here. My fingers kind of land in the same place on this guy. So it really is essentially the same knife, just a slightly shorter blade. And I like this. This is one of my favorite EDC folding knives of all time. It might actually be as close as you can get to a perfect EDC knife. The only thing that this is missing for me is the feeling of heft. I do like the feeling of heft in these guys, but they're just a little bit too big. Now this guy, interestingly enough, is actually, I did not know this until now. I thought that this knife was like this size. So now I'm realizing that the hunt will probably continue. I'm still happy that I own this, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and EDC it. But the Shark Attack is essentially, holy moly, I can't. This is so funny. I should have just looked at the measurements. But it's, I mean, I would have wanted to own this either way. Okay, it is actually a little bit shorter. Let's measure it. Okay. So let me get my, the measuring tape should be right in front of my face at all times, and it never is. There it is right there. It's behind the laptop. I don't even know how it gets back there. The overall length of the AD 20.5 is 8.65 inches with a 3.75 inch blade. The Shark Attack is coming in at 8.25 inches. Yeah. Is it? I'm trying to get it hooked right at the tip there. It's exactly 8.25. If you count the breaker, it's 8.5. Blade length is exactly 3.5 inches. So this is a slightly shorter knife. And it is actually exactly, like, this is roughly the same size as an XM18 3.5 inch. This guy's in Magna Cut. I think it's got a little bit better. The other thing that I am noticing is, while it is a hefty boy, it does have the thinner blade stock, so it's definitely going to have a better cutting geometry. The more I handle this, the more I'm liking it, even at this size. What I was thinking is that this knife was like 7.75 inches or so, and it had all the beef and heft of the AD20, but it was just a little bit shorter. And that is true. It's just a little bit bigger than I realized, about half an inch bigger than I realized. However, this is very, very good. And I'm realizing sitting here and manipulating this that it might not matter. It truly might not matter that it is bigger than I thought, because it's still, well, I mean, like, I carried a full-size, full titanium XM18 for a long time, and I still have one that is actually a user. In fact, I'm going to get it out and show you guys just to compare. The one that is my user is actually this guy right here. So, and it's, I mean, you can see that the Shark Attack is actually a little taller in handle and in blade, but it will absolutely have better cutting geometry. Absolutely. This is 165 thousandths, the XM18, and then the Shark Attack, I'm going to guess, is about 140. Let's find out. There we go. That's my guess, is 140. Let's find out. No, it's actually quite a bit thinner, 125 thousandths. It just is such a beefy knife. And I'll do the XM18 just so you guys can see, because it doesn't look that much different, but it really is. 160. I'm coming in, I think I'm on the taper there. 162 thousandths is what that's coming in at. So this is a much thicker blade, much beefier grind. And even with the Demko, like the 8020, this is also like 155. And actually, no, this is thicker. I think this is like 170 or 170. And I know you can get the skinny one or the slim or whatever, but this is, yeah, this is like almost 180 thousandths. This guy, the 8020.5, is 125. So this, the 8020.5 and this guy are very, very similar. So this is like a beefier frame, a bigger knife, and it's got the thinner blade. This is very, very close to what, and you know, people might ask you, like, why do you want a bigger, chunkier knife? Like, that's just more cumbersome. I just do. I love, I love how easy and lightweight and slim this guy is to carry. And if that's your thing, buy this, because this is just about a perfect EDC knife. It's just about. People say, oh, it has no detent. It's everything is positioned so perfectly that even though this has more of that, like, you know, it's not a crossbar lock, but it has that sort of Event Horizon sling feeling. It's so stupidly easy and satisfying to manipulate. You know, if you want to just use the shark lock, it's great. But what I wish, I was trying to combine the heft and the bulkiness and that big burly Demko shark lock knife feel. You know, what I came to love about the 8020, I just wanted a version of it that was comfortable to carry. This is really, really close. I'm realizing that this pocket clip will probably have to be swapped out because of this. Like that bill is just ridiculous. It absolutely sucks. I'll have to put a different pocket clip on there. But I feel like almost certainly, let me just slide this in and out of my, see that immediate, I'm in sweatpants, that immediately catches. I don't know why Demko does this. It's so weird. Like we just don't need that little lip there. This one's a little higher, right? This guy, I swapped it out for the Lynch clip and it's just a higher, like it works better. But honestly, the best clips are the ones that just are like the Hinder clip. The edge of it comes up like this and is just raised, right? This is super cool though. I like it. It's not exactly what I expected, but it'll be an interesting carry to find out. I feel like almost certainly I'm going to have to switch out that pocket clip. Until they do, you know, people ask me like, didn't you want a textured one? I want it textured like this. The texture options that they currently have for the Shark Attack are just not really the texture options that I like. As far as the price tag goes, I paid $725 for this knife. That's actually what they go for brand new. Why does it go for $75 more than a full titanium Demko 8020, which in my opinion is already a little overpriced? I don't know. This knife really should not be more brand new than, I mean, like I'd say there's a little bit more in it than like what you, like than what goes in, like as far as like machining costs, probably more that goes into it than a Chris Reeve. And that's nothing against Chris Reeve knives. I think they're awesome, right? But realistically, I think that the Demko 8020 should be somewhere between $550 and $600, and the Shark Attack should also be the same. So it's at least $125 more than it should be. I have no idea why, but they know that people like me will pay the money for it. This is a really cool knife. It might end up being that the right Demko for me is in fact the compact, or is it the 8022? Is that the 8022 is like the slightly smaller one? The Shark Attack is actually pretty beefy. It's the same. Is that the number? Surely that's the total number of knives he's produced and not the number of shark attacks. That would be crazy. But the blade, what was it that I was going to compare? Oh yeah, the handle thickness. So these are actually thicker titanium scales. There's thinner blade, thicker titanium scales than the 8020. This is not the 20.5. This is the 20.5. This is a 20. So this is a full-size one. Good Lord. Beefy titanium. Are they the same? I think they end up being the same. They are exactly the same overall this way. It's just they did that with thicker scales, thinner blade. Very interesting. Still happy to add this to my collection. It'll be fun to carry it. Fun to carry and use for sure. Really glad I went with the soft touch. I do not need something poking into my hand every time that I go to deploy it, and the soft touch will do fine if I ever find myself, you know, plummeting off of a bridge into the water. Not likely around where I live, but if that ever happens, well then there you go. I got a little glass breaker right there. Pretty cool. Thank you to the seller for selling me an item that was listed properly. Obviously this is brand new, came with everything, so that's cool. Fun. It'll be interesting. I obviously need to check out the other Demkos that are missing from my collection. That's going to be it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and excuse me, click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.